Hello everyone, my name is Dorothy Chia and you're watching my vlog, Life of a Piano Teacher, Singapore's first vlog by a piano teacher. And today I'm going to talk about a problem that every teacher faces, the kid that does not practice. What to do? All of us piano teachers have students that are not naturally motivated to practice, and they come and they will tell you things like, teacher, I did not practice this week. Sometimes you will even have mothers telling you, my kid doesn't like to practice. My kid has no time to practice. And I also hear teachers saying that the school is so busy, they're so busy with their schoolwork, they don't have time to practice piano. For me, I feel that is a victim mindset, where you focus on the problem and you say, okay, so the problem is my child doesn't like to practice. Okay, the ironic thing is parents want the child to fall in love with piano. The parents want their child to take piano exams. They want them to go for competitions. And I have recently a student, the parent is planning that child to do DSA. DSA is direct school admissions. So you have all these agenda behind, and yet there is that problem of the child not practicing. Okay, so again, this victim mindset, I have no time, I don't like to practice. Well, why I call this a victim mindset is because I don't like to practice. I mean, this thing about liking to practice, well, practice is itself homework, it's work. And I remember when I was young and I was in primary school, I hated to practice too. I didn't like to work. I felt that it was torturous to have to go to the piano, and it's like a never-ending task. Every week there's new pieces to learn and new pieces to practice, and that's the mindset of a child. So it's how can we as adult teachers and parents teach the child how to have a growth mindset instead of a victim mindset. The victim mindset solution would be, okay, let's stop piano lessons. Let's just work within what you can do, and let's focus only on the academics because that is the most important. And to me, I think that is a very stunted growth. It's like you have students that have very big brains, but physically they have no time to exercise. They don't have a soul or a spirit because there's no aesthetic appreciation. So when these kids grow up, they're going to be like zombies, just every day wake up, go to work, come back, go to work, come back, go to work, come back. And so their life is, that kind of life is quite meaningless. I think all of us have, because we have a soul, we need to work on that soul and the spirit, and one way is to make them appreciate beauty in the world around them, appreciating the aesthetics. And piano lesson, music is one way that takes your mind off work and makes you find meaning and beauty in life and living. Okay, so I like to think of growth mindset. So stop this victim mindset. Another group of parents will think that the answer is, okay, let's change the piano teacher. Alright, so again, it's putting the blame on somebody, and of course the piano teacher is in charge of teaching my child piano. So since my child does not like piano and doesn't enjoy piano anymore, it must be the teacher's fault. Let's change to another piano teacher. And the child will grow up thinking that, okay, so if in future I go into a relationship and I don't like this person anymore, let's divorce. or I don't like this person anymore, I have no feel, let's get out of the relationship, find a new girlfriend or find a new boyfriend. I don't think that's how relationships go, and you work on it, alright? Today, if you're thinking about, if you have this problem of students who don't practice, I'm going to provide a link of a previous video that I did on this topic, students who don't practice. I'm also going to refer you to another video that I just did on students who don't do their homework, alright? And today, since we're on the topic of growth mindset, I'm going to teach you a solution that you can work out with your students. Every student that comes into my studio, and this is still January, although we're coming to the end of January, I will work with them a timetable, alright? I'll ask them, when do they come back from school? When do they reach home? Okay, so when does school finish? And they might tell me, okay, my school ends at usually 1:30, alright, 2 o'clock. Okay, let's put it at 2 p.m. Okay, and then I'm going to ask them, okay, so school finishes at 2 and then you get home. So that's that transportation, the time that it takes to get from the school back home. So they may reach home at 2:30, all right? And I will ask them, okay, so from the time you get home and you eat lunch and you shower and you rest and you do homework, okay, there is that period of time. Alright, so usually the next big event would be when is dinner? Alright, so I will ask them, dinner. When does everybody sit down for a meal of dinner time? Some would be 6 o'clock, some would be 7. So let's say I put 7. And in between, from the time they're at home, they would eat lunch, shower, okay, and then they would be doing their homework. Alright, so from here it gives me, this is a typical day. I'm not talking about the days where they stay back for CCA and extra classes or tuition, okay? And so in their busy life, yeah, I'm going to find a spot where I can plant in piano practice. So it could be after dinner or it could be before dinner. So if they eat dinner at 7, then I usually suggest, okay, let's put 6:30 as your piano practice time. And I write this into their homework, their notebook, alright? So I tell them, let's say if you are watching TV and then you see the clock 6:30, you stop and you go to the piano and play, alright? Or you are outside in the void deck playing with your e-scooter or zooming around, 6:30, you stop, you get back home, wash your hands and practice your piano. Alright, until dinner time. So I attach it to a task. I help them to find a spot that they can put piano practice in, and when they see this, it becomes a bit more concrete and doable. And this is a start. This teaches them time management. Alright, so rather than having a victim mindset and says, I can't, I am too busy, I don't have time, I don't like to play piano, or I don't like to practice. This is not about liking. It's about time to do it. Let's just do it and get it done. Alright? I don't have time to practice. Well, we make the time. Okay? We make the time to practice. I have a mummy that tells me my child is too tired after they come home from student care. I think student care. So to me, I feel children are very energetic. Alright, give them maybe 5-10 minutes of rest time and they recover, and they have the energy. They are not 60 years old. All right, if 60 years old and you tell me you're tired, yes, my mom is tired walking from the bed to the kitchen to eat, and she's 80 years old. So when you're that age and you tell me you're tired, I believe you. All right, and you're 6 years old and you tell me you're tired and you're in primary 1, I don't believe you. All right, I think you can rest and then you have all the energy. I think the tiredness stems more from the parent's point of view. You know, the parent is tired from work, from fetching the kid home. So the parent is tired, and the parent thinks that because they are tired, that the child is tired. But most children, 5-year-old, 6-year-old, primary school, they are bursting with energy. I don't think tiredness is maybe a short while. With some rest, they recover. Another thing about practicing that I have used this year, and this has been very helpful, is using an app called Tonara. So I'm going to link it here, and students have given their reviews of how Tonara has helped them to practice. So that's it for today. That's my tip and trick on teaching time management and teaching your child from a young age to adopt a growth mindset and not a victim mindset. Stop blaming the piano teacher. Stop blaming piano. Stop blaming that I don't like. It's not an emotional reaction. It's a discipline. And from that discipline, of course, you grow to like it, because it's kind of a chicken and egg thing, you know. You practice, of course, you get better. And you get better, you solve problems, real music emerge. And there is a joy in that, because then you see the fruits of your work. All right? So, and this time management and this working for your results is so applicable to all aspects of our life. It applies to our academic, it applies to how we take care of our body, it applies to how we work on relationships with friends, with our spouses, with our girlfriend, boyfriend. Yeah, and I think it's what a better way to learn that than when your kids are young. So tell me what you think. Do share with me your thoughts. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.